summer movie season is officially here. June 2026 is bringing back massive franchises, nostalgic comebacks, superheroes, animation legends, and pure chaos. From He-Man's return to a new DC era, from Pixar nostalgia to Netflix prestige thrillers, this month looks packed with movies people will definitely be talking about. So today, we're breaking down 5 of the biggest releases coming this June. This is Watch Next. Let's see what's worth watching. June 5th, Masters of the Universe. One of the riskiest and most fascinating projects of the summer. Masters of the Universe attempts to bring He-Man back to mainstream audiences for a new generation. This new live-action adaptation stars Nicholas Galitzine as He-Man, and Amazon MGM is clearly betting big on fantasy spectacle, massive world-building, and pure 80s nostalgia. The original franchise became iconic through toys, cartoons, and over-the-top fantasy action. But adapting it for modern audiences won't be easy. The challenge is clear. Can this feel epic without becoming unintentionally ridiculous? If the film embraces its mythic side while keeping emotional stakes grounded, this could become one of the surprise hits of the year.
Mechanic. And Ram Man.
Hell yeah!
And you, Fisto!
Mr. Allen!
It's Adam, dude.
Hey, put your neck away.
June 19th, Toy Story 5. Pixar returns once again to one of the most beloved animated franchises ever created. After the emotional ending of Toy Story 3 and the mixed reaction to Lightyear, many fans are wondering the same thing. Does this series still have something meaningful left to say? But history suggests one thing doubting Pixar is usually dangerous. These films shaped entire generations, and for many viewers, Woody and Buzz are more than animated characters. They're childhood itself. Disney clearly understands how important this release is. If Toy Story 5 lands emotionally, it could easily become one of the biggest family hits of the summer.
We've got it handled. Look, star, deputy, me, no star.
Oh, hey, Buzz, what is that?
What? Where?
Ow!
Hey.
June 24th. In the Hand of Dante. One of the most intriguing releases of the month comes not from theaters, but from Netflix. In the Hand of Dante combines crime thriller elements with historical mystery inspired by Dante's Divine Comedy. Directed by Julian Schnabel and featuring a star-studded cast, including Oscar Isaac, the project already carries serious prestige energy. Ambitious storytelling, literary inspiration, and a darker cinematic tone set it apart from most streaming releases. This is the kind of film that could either become a hidden masterpiece or completely lose audiences in its complexity. But honestly, that unpredictability makes it even more interesting. In a month dominated by giant franchises, this might end up being the most original title on the list.
Taboo 2. Scary word meaning death. It was a long time since I heard that word. It was the most ominous and unsettling word in the Sicilian tongue. Not only the threat, but the promise of deliverance. This is no tale that began on a remembered sweet afternoon. This is a tale that began 6 days ago. Taboo 2.
June 26th, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. The new DC universe continues. And after the release of Superman, all eyes are now on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. This isn't expected to be a traditional bright and cheerful superhero movie. The original comic series had a much harsher, more emotional sci-fi tone. And fans are hoping the film keeps that atmosphere intact. For DC Studios, this release is incredibly important. Not just because of Supergirl herself, but because audiences are still waiting to see whether DC can finally build a consistent cinematic universe. If the film delivers strong visuals, emotional storytelling, and a distinct identity, it could become one of the biggest surprises of the summer. And honestly, superhero fatigue or not, people still show up when the characters feel worth caring about.
Aren't you the ditz from that dive bar?
Funny. That's what I've been calling you.
Touché.
June 26th, Jackass, Best and Last. And now, complete chaos. Jackass, Best and Last brings back one of the most absurdly successful franchises of the last 2 decades. Pain, stupidity, nostalgia, and total lack of self-preservation, somehow, audiences still love it. What started as reckless MTV insanity became a genuine pop culture phenomenon. And part of the reason it still works is simple. Nobody else really makes movies like this anymore. In an era of polished blockbusters and CGI overload, there's something weirdly refreshing about watching people willingly launch themselves into disaster. This might not be the smartest movie of the summer, but it could easily be one of the most entertaining.
I would like to introduce you to our new cast member, Larry!
Nice to meet you all. Big fans.
Oh my gosh, he got you!
Give me a bucket of water so I can throw it on Larry.
June also brings plenty of streaming releases and returning shows worth mentioning. Netflix is releasing Season 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender on June 25th, while documentaries like Michael Jackson: Le Verdict arrive earlier in the month. Romantic comedy Office Romance premieres June 5th. And sports docuseries America's Sweethearts: The Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders returns on June 16th. Plus, classic Rocky and Creed films are joining Netflix's catalog, which honestly feels like a perfect summer rewatch marathon. So that's our look at some of the biggest movies coming in June 2026. Massive franchises, risky reboots, nostalgic returns, streaming thrillers, and complete insanity. This month really has a bit of everything. Which release are you most excited for? And which movie do you think will dominate the summer conversation? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe to Watch Next for more movie rankings, previews, and cinematic deep dives. See you in the next video.